Hey everyone, welcome back to the Drawing Cut. Alright, this is the second episode, Fantastic Four. The idea is super simple. I watched the movie and I'm gonna draw something about the movie, something that I really liked, and I'm gonna comment and talk about the visuals and all that fun stuff. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. Alright, let's get started. Fantastic Four. Another superhero movie, I know. This is not gonna be always about superhero movies, but I can't do anything about it. We had Superman and Fantastic Four. And the good thing about these two movies is the courage about making a superhero movie without thinking of we have to adapt this story to a new world and it has to make sense in the real world. It's nothing like that. It's a superhero story, right? It's like if you're reading a comic book, you have moments where you have the freedom of going crazy. And speaking about the visuals already, again, the usage of colors, that was amazing. That was really incredible. There's no problem or shame about like using the blue color of the uniforms, and I think the pairing with the white color was a big success because it makes it really pops, and especially with the Thing, which I'm gonna be talking about in a few. You guys see I'm drawing the Thing. It's my favorite character of this movie, and I think visually it's the most interesting one. All the other characters are really good, but the Thing is, it's really cool, especially because it's orange and yellow, and then it pairs really well with the blues, and it creates this beautiful contrast. And all the whole movie is beautiful. So Fantastic Four is directed by Matt Shakman. He made some really cool stuff, like WandaVision. He was the director on a few episodes of Game of Thrones. He worked on The Boys as well, and I think what he did here was really nice. The way the story is told, it has a really good balance between the characters. You don't feel that Reed Richards it's more important than Sue, or the Human Torch is just a side character. All of them, they have their importance, and I think the way the story goes, I'm not gonna give any spoiler here, but you will see that all of them have their role. So going deeper on the visuals, because this film looks really great. I think the production design leans into that retro futuristic vibe. It's like tech that feels functional but slightly weird, and they're not afraid of being weird. This is so cool about the movie, and it feels like Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby had that style of going really weird and but modern at the same time for that time. And I think this movie does a great job on bringing that aesthetic to a movie. So when you read a comic book, I don't know if you guys are fans of the old comic book stories, but it was a time of they had a lot of freedom to create because there was nothing to compare with. There were no references. They were creating the basis for what we see nowadays. But I think this movie does this amazing work of bringing this crazy, retro futuristic technology to screen. The color palette, as I said, it's really nice. I'm not gonna talk about that again, but we have the warm tones mixed up with sharp blues and purples. When Galactus is another chapter. Maybe I have to do another video just about Galactus because that was amazing. And now jumping back to the drawing here, obviously the Thing is my favorite part of the movie. I think visually his is the most interesting character. His skin, like the cracks, the way the color is applied, it's super nice. I think the overall design of his face is super cool and very much inspired by Jack Kirby original concepts. So he has this very long eyebrow that is like thick. His head is not so rounded. and obviously I'm drawing my version of the thing, the way I like to draw him. That's why I'm adding here some different shades of gray here. Oh, shades of gray, and lots of texture. I think the texture is super important when you're drawing the thing, and I think it's really cool, right? Like the way he moves, he has this like sadness implied to him, those sad eyes, but at the same time it's really fun to see, especially the Human Torch, Johnny Storm, the way they talk to each other it's really fun, and I think you know his you like him, you love him, I bet. All right, I think this is a wrap. Overall, this new Fantastic Four movie is really good. I think it's a fun movie. It's not a long movie, which is great. And I'm so happy they're not making these 3-hour movies. It's very annoying especially when the movie's not good. But in this case, I could watch another hour, which is a good thing. It brings you some good memories about Fantastic Four, and if you never heard of Fantastic Four, I think it's a great way to meet this team. Also makes you forget the old movies. However, I have to say that I don't hate the movies from 2005 with Jessica Alba and everyone. I kind of like those movies. Okay, call me weirdo, but I don't know. I like the Silver Surfer on the second movie. I think it has a great look, and I can talk about this movie if you guys want. I can do a review about this old movies, and we're good. But about the for the movie, the previous one, the 2015 one, I'm not gonna do a review about that movie because that's not possible. All right, we're done. Fantastic Four, the thing. This is the final drawing. Let me know if you wanna, have this drawing. I'm gonna do some giveaways, so please drop your comment, drop your like, and please subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about the Fantastic Four movie, and let me know if you're interested on this drawing. Maybe it can be yours. I can talk about materials and other drawing techniques if you guys like, so please let me know. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.